YouTube, what is good? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy. One more time, there's your LX. Why would I say it's your guy one more time? Happy New Year. YouTube, what's good? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, Desert LX Jr., and I am indeed back with yet another fragrance video. All right, so we are back with the weekly rotation, and this is covering the week of December 25th. All right, so Happy New Year, Smell Good family. Hopefully, everybody was able to bring in the New Year safely, have a good time, whether you chilled or you partied or whatever you were doing, man. Hopefully, everybody is safe and everybody is doing really good and really positive to kick off the new year. All right, so this is my first video 2023, and why not kick it off with a weekly rotation video? All right, Smell Good family, let's go ahead and jump into it. On Christmas Day, December the 25th, on Sunday, I debuted this for the first time with a full wear, and boy, it did not disappoint. From the house of Bugari. All right, we have Bugari's Man in Black. Man in Black. Man, did this stuff do well? It did great on Christmas Day. I got a couple compliments from my mom and one of my sisters and my wife. So this was one that was, accepted. But with this one, man, you just get these healthy notes, man, of spices and some benzoin and some rum and some leather and a little iris. It's just a very masculine, sexy fragrance for a gentleman. All right, that's how I deemed it. It was very, very cold, 20 degrees on Christmas morning. So wearing this, had brunch at my sister's for Christmas, and this was the fragrance of choice. Performed really, really well. I got about 8 to 9 hours of great performance. The sillage was really good. The projection was really good. So this stuff is one of my favorites, and it happened very, very quickly because I hadn't had this long. All right, so again, on Sunday, Christmas Day, from the house of Bugari. All right, we went with Bugari's Man in Black. Big fan of this stuff, big fan. All right, moving along to Monday, the 26th. I had to work the next morning, so not a long holiday for me, but it was cool. Still cold out, and perfect time to wear this, man. From the house of Victor and Roth. All right, we have Spice Bomb Extreme. All right, tobacco, vanilla, just a very spices. This is a gentleman classic too, all right, because of the spices, the tobacco and the vanilla really do a great job of working well together, which pushes off this, gives off this masculine demeanor. All right, so in the cold air, this stuff is a gem. Once again, it was 20 degrees that Monday morning, and this just did its thing. It lasts all day long. Great performance. A lot of y'all know about this one. If you don't have it, or if you haven't smelled it, look, Smell Good family, I suggest that you do so. It's great for this time of year that we in. Again, on Monday, from the house of Victor and Roth, we went with Spice Bomb Extreme. One of the classics out here for sure. All right, moving along to Tuesday. All right, so I debuted a couple fragrances this week for the first time, and some of these were some of my Christmas gifts. All right, and this one right here, man, I think I'm really gonna love this. From the house of Toomey. All right, we went with Continuum. Man, I love everything about this. Now, I've had samples of this in the past, and I've smelled it, and I already knew what it smelled like. But getting a chance to wear it, a full wear in the cold air, wearing it to the office. This stuff just shine, man. You get this leather, you get this iris, you get this benzoin. Again, another masculine fragrance, but gives off this sophisticated and sexy vibe at the same time. It's one that I call versatile for the cooler months. All right, so I know versatile means basically any time, but for fall and for winter, this can do anything. To the office, on a date, going out to an event, whatever it is that you are planning to do, this can cover it and perform really well on my skin. And I really, really like it. Love the bottle, love the cap, love everything about it. Just great presentation. If y'all haven't smelled this one, go ahead and look into Continuum from the brand Toomey. All right, really good. On Tuesday, again, Continuum. All right, good stuff there. All right, moving along to Wednesday. On Wednesday, man, this might have been this might have been the champion of the week, man. Just really surprised by this, man. Again, I smelled this for the first time, and when I smelled it for the first time, I was like, yeah, it's cool, man, it's good. But I feel totally different now. We'll get into that later. On Wednesday, from the house of Tom Ford. All right, we went with Noir Extreme Parfum. That all gold bottle, man. All gold bottle. All right, this right here, man, is just the definition of fragrance evolution. All right, so this is a flanker of the very popular Noir Extreme, which is a flanker of Noir, Tom Ford Noir. But this stuff is really good, man. You keep the coffee note in there, that Indian dessert, but you got a little bit of rose in here, a little bit of leather in here. Just a very boss-like scent that performs really well. And if you have issues with the Extreme performance-wise, which a lot of people do, including me, but I still love the fragrance, I ain't got no problem reapplying, look into this one. Not only is this much better in performance, but you do get some added surprises to the DNA with this one right here. So great performer, did very well. I got a couple compliments as well. Tom Ford, yet again, does not disappoint. On Wednesday, from the house of Tom Ford, we went with Noir Extreme, the Parfum. I really like this stuff, man. I really do. They did a good job with this flanker for sure. All right, on Thursday, it was still cold out. And I got a chance to finally wear this for the first time. Shout out to my brother Kevin Dunbar from Frag Boys ENT. He blessed me with this bottle, and man, I love it. From the house of Valentino. All right, we have Valentino Womo Intense. Man, this stuff is good. Now, this is a 60 ml, I believe. Valentino Womo Intense. Yeah, 60 ml. Man, this stuff performs. Another beautiful iris-based fragrance. You have iris, you have a little bit of orange, you have a little spice. And this thing, you got some tonka bean that gives it some sweetness that adds to the beautiful note of iris, which I'm a huge fan of. This stuff, literally, no lie. I don't know when he got this bottle and when he gave it to me, because I'm not a real batch code guy, and maybe I should have looked the batch code up on this one. But I promise y'all, this was 10 hours. I sprayed this stuff on early that morning, and literally before I took my shower for the evening, for the night, it was still coming off me. I was catching wafts walking back and forth through my house, and getting ready to get in the shower. I was still smelling it. It performed great while I was at work. This stuff is really good, and I'm gonna do an iris base style video soon, and this is gonna be getting some love on that video. But first time wearing it, really good stuff. From the house of Valentino, we have Womo Intense. Shout out to my brother Kev, man. He really showed love by giving me this bottle, man. Really dope. Appreciate you, bro, for real. All right, let's move along to Friday. I was off, and just like that, down here in Florida, it got warm again. Woke up, it was 50 degrees, and then it quickly got up to 75, almost 80 degrees. On Friday, I had to run some errands, move out and about. So I went with this one, man. I really dig this too. From the house of Carolina Herrera, we went with Bad Boys Cobalt Blue Parfum Electrique. All right, that's supposed to be the correct name for this. So, Carolina Herrera has the funky bottle styles, and this is another one. But the juice inside is really, really good. Every time I smell this, it smells like a fresher take on Paco Rabanne's 1 Million Lucky. Every time I smell it, that's what I get. You get this plum note in here that's very, very present. You get a truffle note that's present as well. You get a little bit of geranium as well. And I just get a fresher DNA of 1 Million Lucky. Now, definitely is not a spot on, one of one clone. No, that's not what I'm saying. But the DNAs, they are very, very similar with a fresher take in this one, and I love it. Performs really, really good. I like this stuff a lot. On Friday, running around, running some errands. Got one compliment in my local Burlington too. We went with, from the house of Carolina Herrera, we went with Bad Boys Cobalt Parfum Electric Blue. That's supposed to be the name, man. and it's probably not in that order. All right. So on Saturday, it was cloudy. It was a little bit rainy. It wasn't cold. It was barely cool. It was really comfortable outside with a breeze. So I decided to wear this one on Saturday from the house of Mancera. We went with Intense Cedrat Boise. Huge fan of this DNA, whether you were talking about the original Cedrat Boise, which I love, or you're talking about this intense version. All right, so this version is a more intense version of the original. That's what this one is, but you get an added oud note in here, some black currant, there's some leather in here, some oak moss in this thing as well. This is an excellent performer. This is an extrait de parfum concentration, so this stuff lasts. I mean lasts. Now some people may be, go anosmic to it with their nose due to the fact that the power of the fragrance is just overpowering your senses. But I will say this, I've had this for almost a year, and I think it's macerated a little bit because I was anosmic at first, but on Saturday, I smelled this thing the whole way through. I got 10 to 12 hours of solid performance on this thing, no lie. So Manceras do have a tendency to macerate, which not necessarily the performance. Well, yeah, the performance gets better due to the fact that the ingredients and the notes are, after you get some air in the bottle, they start to just kind of develop even more, all right? And that's what I think is happening with this bottle. You already get great performance as is, but I noticed a bit more in the performance with this one. Now, I'm not a light sprayer. We don't do 2 sprays and we out. We 7 to 8 sprays. Most of the time, if you know how to apply your fragrances, you won't be choking nobody else. I don't need nobody in the comments say, hey bro, you gonna choke? I know what I'm doing. Do you? Do you know what you're doing? I know what I'm doing. All right, so this stuff worked out really well on Saturday. Again, from the house of Mancera, we went with Intense Cedrat Boise. Good stuff, man, for sure. All right, Smell Good family. So that's gonna wrap up this edition of the weekly rotation videos covering December the 25th. We had a great week. I really enjoyed each and every one of these above and beyond. Got compliments, was able to mix it up. We had some heavier scents, and then we was able to kind of dial it down a little bit going towards the end of the week. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, great. Do me a favor, like that, hit that thumbs up. And if you'd like to be the next member of the Smell Good family, all you gotta do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and meet me down in the comments so we can talk about what you love and what I love, and that is the art of fragrances. All right, so y'all know the drill, man. Splacker up. It's 2023. Y'all should know the drill. I've been beating it in your heads all 2022. Now we're in 2023. Splacker up. That's what we're doing. Stay positive. Have a great year. Many blessings. Much love to all you guys. Everybody, I hope everyone has a great 2023. All right, Smell Good family. Until next time.